When I say the word love, who do you think of? Normally I hear family, my husband or my wife, my pets, but it's funny that I never ever hear my boss, my colleagues, the customers. And if you think about it, this is a funny thing because we spend more time with them than with the person we have chosen. That's why I think it's so important to renew the love we have in our workplace, with our teammates or with our colleagues or with our bosses, just to feel better and maybe to try to be a little bit more happy. That's why I recommend to use the 4 phases of love to reconnect with the love in your workplace. The first phase is love at first sight. It's about the image we transmit. How do you go to work? What's your body position? How do you dress? How do you feel? If you remember the first time you went to your workplace, I'm sure you were aware about everything. How you looked, how you felt, how was your body language. Is it the same now? The second phase is the seduction, and this is about the things that you say, the conversations you have, the vocabulary you use, but most important is how you listen to others. When we seduce, the big mistake we make is always to talk about ourselves, to try to sell ourselves. But the secret of seduction is really showing interest in the other person. What does the other person need from you? Where is the connection? How can you connect with this person just with asking the good questions and listening to them? The third phase is cohabitation. This is the most dangerous one because in this phase is when we give for granted everything and we start making less effort in our relationships. So be careful. Here, what did you used to do that you're not doing anymore? And the fourth phase is the crisis. And I'm not going to say that crisis is an opportunity, but crisis is an opportunity. Of course it is. There's 2 way outs of the crisis. First of all, I break up with everything, and that's a possibility too. And the second one is to manage the crisis. How do we manage the crisis? The most important thing is thinking, what is your responsibility in that crisis? What have you done or not to make that situation like it is now? My grandmother always used to say that 2 people don't fight if one of them doesn't want to. So how are you going to manage this crisis, and how are you going to take accountability for the things that you've done, even if you're not conscious about the things you've done? So, ready to fall in love again?